Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and we are back for some more F123 Road to Glory series with Alfa Romeo. As y'all are aware, yeah, nothing much more to say, but as we now head into Imola, which is our home Grand Prix for the Ferrari, for Ferrari, but also for us because we are running a little bit of a Ferrari-esque engine, but yeah, so if you did not check out the last video, please check that out below. It was a pretty chaotic way to welcome back Road to Glory with Miami, so that was pretty hectic, to be honest with you. I didn't expect that at all, but we ran a little bit of a special helmet in the last race. Totally forgot to talk about that, but we ran the Verstappen Miami helmet. But yeah, but as we now head into Ferrari, we're just prepping up a little bit for Imola. Once again, got something on the personnel. I think that might have been the simulator. So now we got a durability department, something about charity, and also we got apparently the durability department would probably do something. I think we might accept the offer because, to be fair, we love charity. You gotta support charity, all right? But we do have an upgrade coming on. That's actually one of the ERS upgrades, so we do have a little bit of an upgrade coming out for Imola, and that is one of the ERS upgrades. So I'll take that as we now can do more in the rotary speed if we want. We can't really rush though yet because we're still waiting to get Spec 2 on the engine side. But to be fair, thankfully with Spec 2 we actually have enough to do some more upgrades. So I'll take that. Thank you very much. But as you can tell right now, we got a minor upgrade that actually come on time ready for Canada, which we could actually put this upgrade on, or we could wait a little bit until we get some discounts. But oh, sorry, I gotta cough that out a little bit. But I think we are gonna actually go ahead and put that on because, well, honestly, I think we should. But same like performance index, we have kind of gotten a little bit jumped by a couple guys, and that is the Haas and the McLarens. We just brought a small upgrade. They probably brought some big heavy upgrades. So yeah, but to be fair, the performance index doesn't really show anything because, you know, the Haas's have not really been, they've been strong, but they haven't been like super strong. But we're kind of falling a little bit behind in the development race, but we're getting upgrades on slowly. But we'll have a big upgrade package coming out from Monaco if you not check that out. So a huge upgrade package will be coming to Monaco, which hopefully those get on. I believe we have like 2 upgrades coming out, or that could be for Canada. I think it's like 2 big upgrades, or that could be for Spain. I'm not 100% sure, but we have a big upgrade package coming. Lots of upgrades coming onto the car, and that will actually just boost our performances right up. And take a look at FP1. A bit difficult, to be honest. I was kind of just looking at the lap times to see what people were doing, and I don't know. I just didn't feel quick. I don't know if it was just me or not, but to be fair, it has been a while since I played the game during this time because I filmed Miami like around like late July, and this is now August now, so it was really a hot minute since I last touched career mode because I've been busy with doing all this other stuff. But it's not really great. To be fair, it's not really great, but you know, it's whatever. I mean, I'm not really worried about it because, you know, I think honestly that I'm pretty confident in the race, so not really worried about it. We're gonna probably run some very old engine components for this race because, to be fair, this is a little bit of a power track, a little bit with just the massive straights, but once again, you do need a little bit of downforce. So, but might be a bit down on power this weekend, so going to be a little bit of a struggle there once again. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we got the setup right. We got a wet quali coming, so y'all will like that. And well, we're going to jump into quali and well, see what we can do as we end the qualifying. Well, here we are, and ready for qualifying around Imola. I believe the rain is coming later into the session. could be at the end. So we're gonna get a little bit of a dry session here once again for the beginning of the laps. Once again, going through and heading through Toza, and what we bend it, and well, that's not great for a first lap. Oh no! Oh, but look at that. Yeah, a couple guys that have been caught up in some incidents. I believe that's Perez. And oh, there's another wing goes off. Oh god, I've caused havoc in Toza. 5 cars have made contact, so well, I'm sorry. I apologize, and that's actually sacrificed one of the Williams. So, oh man, I kind of feel bad maybe a little bit, but you know, I think we'll be fine. So we'll go and do another lap, shall we? As we head through, you know, you know, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Let's do another lap, shall we? So overtake. Well, ERS enabled, dumping all the ERS. Then we head on for the first qualifying lap here once again of the day. But yeah, car feels really good. It's really hooked up a lot on this track. The setup feels really good. We actually running a whole new setup compared to what we ran in. I believe the last time we touched this track, because again, setups have become more usable now in the game. So we're running a very much a newer type setup, and it is one of the time trial setups. Or no, this could be actually a race car type setup, but it's more optimistic for the race, not really qualifying. But a little bit of a tricky part, a little bit kind of touch a little bit of the inside with the 2 sausages. But see where this put this, and that's actually, oh wow, look at that P8. So I'll take that, thank you very much. And that was actually a decent lap, and we've actually got ahead of Valtteri and also Lance Stroll. So I will say our qualifying pace has really improved a lot. To be fair, I was not really expecting it, but we've been making some gains of quality. But as we now head into the later round, we might have to go out again. But the rain is coming slowly and surely, so the rain should be coming in about 5-10 minutes possibly. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do. We could probably go out and do another lap, or we could just kind of back out, because I believe it started raining at the end of the session, and it kind of did. So we'll take a look and see if we make it into Q2. Though I'm pretty sure we should make it into Q2. I think we're fine, and we are into Q2. And Valtteri actually got ahead of us, so he actually found at least a 10th in the Alfa Romeo. So yeah, very much a good for him. But we're still P9. So both me and Valtteri show us a pretty strong pace. And who are out? Well, 2 AlphaTauri, 1 Williams. And look at that, both the Haas boys. They brought big upgrades, and they're both out in Q1. So nice upgrade, boys. So that's quite unfortunate for them, but not really for me as we head into Q2 now. And once again, the rain has picked up, and well, we kind of go out at a perfect time, but it's gonna really start getting slippery as we head into the session. So this lap needs to count, because we don't want to afford us missing out. But everyone else behind is still in the pits, though. I don't know what they're doing, but they're in the pit still, so it's not like they're really going to improve their time. But once again, you can already see very greasy as we head through to Villeneuve, as we now head through Toza. So it was just very much greasy on the track, and everyone else is kind of a little bit struggling a little bit, but the guys that kind of set some good laps are setting some really good laps, because they got it right. And I believe George Russell was one of those guys that did, because that man was absolutely flying. Or I think George Russell might be ahead of us, or it might be one of the Ferraris. I don't know, but one of them is absolutely probably flying the track, because they got the advantage. Oh my God, a big snap as we head out of Aqua Minerale. We now head through Variante Alta. That was, I almost crapped my pants after that one. To be fair, that was a pretty dangerous spot to head through as we now head down to Ravazza and the final couple of corners. Now we don't want to hit the inside sausage as we did in the last lap, which I don't know why, but we somehow did, and well, we kind of use up as much as the exit, and this is going to put us somewhere. 119 for Lewis, and it's not really an ideal lap, as it actually puts us P2, 1.5 seconds off the pace, and Ocon gets ahead, and boy, this might be oh boy, I'm not really happy about this lap. That snap really just ruined it, but oh, hope we get into Q3. Do we get into Q3? Oh, thank God. Whew, alright, so Q3, we're locked in, and Verstappen almost got out. Lando's out, and oh, look at that, look, Sainz and Perez are both out for Ferrari. Well, not for, yeah, okay. One Ferrari's out, one Red Bull's out, Norris is out, my teammate's out, and Gasly's out. So, I'm gonna have a little bit of some guys out of order. Look at that, Alex Albon in P10, the Williams. You go, mate. You keep on doing a good job. As you now have the Q3, it has completely gone to wet. So it is now a wet session. So yeah, this is great. Great stuff. Because well, we can't really. I can't really change much of the setup. So, but Piastri's on wets. They call for wets, but we're gambling on the inters, and well, that's probably why we're a little bit struggling, but we're finding pace. Now head through Q3 once again. We found 1.2 seconds, so the track has really improved and ramped up a little bit. But really, like the last guys go on the inters, there's still a lot of time to find as we head through Variante Alta. As we now head through Aqua Mineral. Yeah, I got that completely wrong. I apologize. As we now head through Variante Alta, purple sector 2, so this is a pretty decent lap. I don't know where this is going to put us, but we are P5 at the moment. But I expect everyone else to kind of jump us. Alex Albon on P4 with Williams. You go, mate. And Alonso has actually set an amazing lap time, but we got to find a little bit of time here through the last couple of corners. We head through Ravazza as much as we can, but very much key to kind of get this right is, once again, we made a little bit of a mistake that we touched the inside curb. Wonder where this is going to put us, though. P9 so far at the moment. Where do we line up for Imola? I don't know where it's going to put us. I think that might be top 4. Is that top 4? It is top 4. Look at that, P4. I'll take that. Thank you very much. That was not a bad lap, but we almost could have had pole. We could have probably almost had pole. I'm not gonna lie. We made a little bit of a mistake there, but we would have had to find another 4/10, and I don't know if we could have found 4/10 in the last corner. So Leclerc, props to you, man. You got pole position. Only 4/10 off though from Leclerc. 2/10 off from Verstappen and Alonso, but we got ahead of Russell. Hamilton had a horrendous lap, but let's take a look here. Yeah, gaining a lot of time. I did get, okay, well I guess I did gain a lot of time sector 3, but there's definitely more time in that sector, to be fair with you. There's definitely a lot more time in that, but let's take a look at what Leclerc did. 28.1. We probably would have did a 28.1, but I don't think that could have been pole position. Maybe I was being a little too optimistic or probably too excited. So yeah, so I'll take that though. That's P4 though. That is not a bad lineup for Imola. Because to be fair, I mean, I don't know how we're gonna do in the race, but I'm pretty confident in the race. So let's go. Let's go have some fun.
Hello there and welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters wearing red today, and they've all turned out for what we're expecting will be a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. One lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most Formula One circuits, will take our drivers round 3.1 miles of track. 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 to the left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin at turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Cowboy, Russell, Ocon, Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Albon, Hamilton, Norris, Bottas, Perez, Sainz, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Gasly, Magnussen, Sargent, and Nick de Vries. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Anthony Davidson, a very warm welcome to you as you join me in the commentary box for today's event. Let's talk about Cowboy. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Okay, this is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix, which means there's a lot of very important people here behind the scenes. I'd love to give them a strong result to watch today, plus a good result might make my post-race meetings a little bit easier.
Alright, Mark, I got you, and I very much will please the home crowd at Ferrari, and we're gonna break Ferrari's hearts. We're gonna win the race. I'm just playing. One-stop strategy, mediums to the hard, simple as that, easy done, and nothing really else we could really do. Alonso starting in the hard zone, very much ideal, but 5 red lights around Imola. Let's go give some hell. 19 turns, 32 laps, lights out, and away we go for Imola here once again. Got a decent start. We actually get ahead. We actually got a better start than Verstappen a little bit, but Leclerc got an absolute rocket ship. Alonso very much struggled off the restart, but once again side by side with Verstappen into the turn number 1. And oh my god, almost hit the back of him once again. And Alonso had to get caught up in that a little bit. So yeah, but lap 1 done now as we now head through the next couple of corners through Villeneuve as we head through Toza as well coming up. But decent start ahead. We got Alpines fighting the I believe that might be Russell, so very much ideal. But once again, we're struggling a little bit through Toza a little bit. We've been struggling a lot through that part of the track, but I think we'll be fine though through the race. But Fernando Alonso is going to be an absolute havoc to hold up. He ain't gonna be happy, that's for sure, because you know Alonso's pretty quick and he can be a bit feisty when you hold him up. So we gotta play the cards right. We gotta pick our battles at the right time. So yeah, but I'm pretty confident as we're not gonna be challenging the we're not gonna be challenging Verstappen or Leclerc. We're not gonna be challenging these guys at all. So we want to kind of just play it out and see basically how the race unfolds. But as you can tell right away, lap 1 is now approaching the end of lap 1. As you can tell right there a little bit, we're just struggling a little bit off the start. Excuse me, having to warm up the fronts a little bit because the fronts were kind of a little bit dead, but they weren't like too bad. So they're just cold front end is not what you want. Cold tires at the front is not what you want either. So. But yeah, I expect this to be a pretty fun race, and we now approach lap 3 now. And well, Russell has cleared Alonso, and Russell's going to be all over the back of us, and I'm not going to be able to fight Russell. We got a massive straight here, and there's really nothing we can do as we head through Tamburello. As we head down through Tamburello, we really can't defend this, so we're going to let Russell go. He's got the inside. We're gonna sit back and just let him go, and we're just going to try to just see if we can stay with him. But once again, I mean, the pace is not. I have good pace, but I don't have pace with the guys up in the front. Like I'm struggling to hold off Alonso, but I can hold off Ocon. I'm just struggling to hold off Alonso because he's got a pretty good car. So it's gonna be a bit feisty, but I want to fight Alonso as much as we can because I think we could stay with him maybe a little bit if we just stay in the DRS. But Alonso down the inside move is done after lap 5. So oh my god. Oh my god, how did that not break? Oh my god. Oh my god. God. Jeez. Take a shot every time I just say holy god. That was we smacked the back of Alonso, and Alonso did not give us front wing damage, so props to you, mate. We got a pretty durable car. I'll take that. Thank you very much. So well, we're going to let him go once again as we head through lap 6 now, approaching lap 7. I mean, look at this train that has formed. I mean, look at this train. Massive train, but we're gonna have a shot though on Alonso around the outside of Fernando Alonso here once again. Here's a good look of it around the outside of Alonso. Fight this much because they have the inside line. He backed out a little bit. We're gonna get that move done. I'm telling you, turn through Tamburello. It is just. You have to hold your breath as you try to make a pass here because it's narrow, but it's not like too narrow. But it's just one wrong mistake and you're just gone. To be honest, just one wrong mistake and you're fighting for your dear life. So yeah, but to be fair, don't know how much we're gonna say, but Alonso got ahead, and we're not gonna sit back and just let Alonso cook. And we're just gonna sit back and try to stay with him in DRS range, but. Kind of just sit back and relax because I don't want to be too aggressive right now because I kind of want to minimize the pace a little bit. And you can see once again I'm just not making much overtake because again I'm able to stay with them, and this was actually I think the update where they increased the AI difficulty a little bit. So we've been running 102 AI the whole season, so this is 102. We are slowly gaining. Eventually I might run 110. I don't know, just seeing how we go, but they buffed up the AI a little. They buffed up the AI a little bit because they're a little bit too slow on 100, but they're pretty quick on 102. So I'll give them that. And see here, this is probably the highest I've ever ran the difficulty because F122 I ran like 95, and then F121 I ran like I don't know what I ran, but it was pretty high. But to be fair, I feel like the AI are very much the AI are very much like kind of like F1 2021 a little bit, but some like minor changes. So thank God they don't send stupid dive bombs, which I wish they kind of did, but at the same time I hope they did them like smartly and not just like throw it in from like a second back. You know what I mean? But anyways, around the outside of Alonso, we kept that hardened. We kept that nice and clean, and we're gonna get around him there once again. But as we head through, as we're gonna approach Piratella now, it's just very much a race between me and Alonso through the last couple of corners. But once again, Alpine have had a little bit of a shocker there once again because he's under pressure from Stroll, and I don't know where Valtteri is in that train, but I don't think Valtteri's really up there with us compared to us because we're massive. we got a good car. So yeah, there are some guys back there that will virtually come out because I believe Perez and also one of the Ferraris is back there. I think that might be Sainz that is back there, but we did have a change of the lead though. If you're curious on who's leading the race, Verstappen has actually got around Leclerc, so Charlie's kind of struggling a little bit. George is slowly catching up to him a little bit, but we're like 9 seconds back from him, but it's because me and Alonso are squabbling, and Alonso's gonna get right back around us, and we're gonna go repave the favor once again. We're gonna go back around him. We're gonna have the DRS once again. It's just a game of chicken, honestly. I want to say it's a game of chicken. It's just a game of just DRS and DRS and DRS because there's only one DRS straight, and you just sit behind him, and you just get it straight. As we now through Tamburello, you can easily get it. But we fight him once again, and props to me and him for racing cleanly, because we have not made any contact, and I'm actually shocked by it. But Stroll is actually entering now this battle. He's actually got around one of the Alpines, and Alonso's going to get right back around us, because again, we just don't have a good car in the straight line. We got the engine, but we just don't get the straight line speed. But Aston goes boom, bye-bye, and well, Hamilton. Oh, Hamilton's back here. So Hamilton's slowly catching up into this battle, which, oh, big snap there once again. And, well, got to try to get back into Alonso, shall we? We get with him, but we couldn't really get around him, so I think we're going to undercut him. I think we're going to go for the undercut. Yes, we are. We're going to pit this time, and Hamilton actually responds with us as well, so we did the opposite of what Fernando was doing. I thought Fernando was going to box, but no, he doesn't, so we're doing the opposite. He's running a little bit longer because he's on the hards, which I don't really understand, but you know what? I'm not strategizing Aston, so they got their own strategy. But once again, did we get ahead of Hamilton, though? I think we do get ahead of him. Yes, we do. And a couple of the guys coming to the pit now. Pit lane's very busy. And I believe one of the Alpines came in as well. So as we now head out, and I don't know if anybody pitted before us, and no, we doesn't. So we actually, unless someone else back there, I don't think anybody is though. So we're gonna get ahead, and now we have to kind of see on what the pace is. But we're gonna be pushing a lot now, and well, we're gonna get ahead of Perez though. We get Perez, and Hamilton's gonna get Perez as well. So I don't know where Alonso is. Alonso, actually, both the Astons are actually leading because they've gone for the same strategy. So we're going to push here because we're going to want to push because we want to get around these guys. So we don't want them to overcut us. I want to undercut them. But Alonso now comes into the pits. See what the stop is for Aston. This should be a pretty good stop for these guys. And yes, it is a good stop. I don't know what it is. A little bit slow, a little bit, but not too bad. I feel like we had a much better stop than them once again. But once again, do we get Alonso? That is the question. Where are we? Here we are, now approaching the main straightaway. We should be able to get Alonso. We're going to get Alonso here once again. The main question is, does Hamilton get Alonso? Hamilton does. The guy behind him, I believe, is Norris, so Norris could get him here once again. Perez is fighting one of the Alpines, so a four-car battle now as Alonso now came out the pit. Lando gets ahead. Props to Lando. Props to you, mate. And now, and once again, oh, he's fighting. Here we go, big fight. A fight between Norris. Look at that front wing, though. A massive hole in the front wing for Lando. So he got damaged somewhere. I don't know where he got the damage, but he got it somewhere. And, well, we're going to fast forward a little bit to see on what we do. But I'm pretty sure Alonso will be all over the back of us sooner enough. I don't know what Hamilton's going to be doing here. We can't really race Hamilton, so I really can't defend this much. So I might have to let him go for P6. And I think Stroll's up there as well, so we're still technically provisionally going to be P5 because I don't expect Stroll to undercut us, and Stroll has now just boxed, so we're going to get ahead of Stroll easily. I just wonder if Alonso's going to get ahead of him. I think he will though, and they're going to get ahead of him. But Hamilton down on the inside. You go ahead. I'm not going to fight you too much for that. So I'll let Hamilton go. And now we just have to kind of defend from Alonso, and also Norris is also going to be all over this battle. Lando has been superb this season, and closing nearly 12 to 13 laps to go now in this race, so we're gonna need to improve, I guess you could say, but we're going to see what we can do here. Is we're staying with Hamilton, though. We are staying with Hamilton, but we're just not in the DRS, which is quite unfortunate. But Alonso's got DRS. Does he get at us on this main straight? And Norris is under pressure from, I believe that's Perez. That is Perez from behind, so Perez actually got around him, but he just can't get close. And a little bit of a silly snap there, but Perez got ahead of Lando, and we have to now chase after Hamilton. And we should get around Hamilton. I don't expect Hamilton to really defend. Oh, I don't know. I don't think Hamilton would really defend too much if we got the overspeed on him. But I don't know. But Alonso's got plans. He's gonna go down around the inside. I don't know what the hell I was just talking about like 2 seconds ago. But Alonso around the outside, and we're gonna let him go here once again. Now we're gonna see if he can actually get after Hamilton. And if he gets after Hamilton and they squabble, I can get back into P4. That is our IQ play, I guess you could say. Trying to be smart here. We want to play it smart. And P6 so far. If we get P4, that would be a massive result for the team. And I would like a massive result, but we got 10 laps remaining as we now approach 10 laps to go. So it's gonna be a bit tricky. But we got a battle for P1 though. Verstappen's actually fighting with Leclerc, so Leclerc has gotten back at Verstappen, and George Russell's just running his own pace, I guess you could say, so props to him. But here comes Alonso now on Hamilton, and Hamilton is going to be absolutely a nightmare to probably get around for, at least for an Alonso. Where you got 9 titles compared, you got 9 Formula 1 titles between these two guys, and you just got the rookie back here sitting back. And I want to call myself a rookie. I call myself a little bit of a vet, but I guess you could say in the fake world of F1, we are considered a rookie because it's our first season. So the rookie is going to be fighting all of these guys once again. You got the overspeed though. Alonso around the inside. Look at this overspeed on Hamilton we got. We got a massive overspeed. Oh my god, around the outside of Hamilton. Did we get 2-1? No, we don't. Oh, thought about it, and still side by side with Hamilton, and we're going to get ahead of Hamilton. Well, I was not expecting to get around him. I thought we'd have to wait to get around him, but no, we're going to get ahead. And now we have to chase after Alonso because I don't care. I'll gladly push. But once again, we don't have to dump much of the battery, though, because we have good pace when we're not dumping battery. But we will probably have to dump some a little bit because, again, I'm not really pushing. Like, I'm not pushing too much, but for some reason, with like the past couple races, I don't really have to push because I can just catch up to these guys. So the car just feels really good. I don't know if it's just me or not, but the AI is at like 102. I'm dead serious. I mean, I'm not running like 90 AI like I was when I did the Vegas race, because I was like, well, I don't know what AI. I don't know how good the AI are this year, but they're pretty slow so far. This is pre-patch, so we might have to increase the AI as we now head through the couple of races, but we have to catch up to Alonso. Alonso's going to be dying off, though, on those mediums, because those mediums don't really last too long. But our hard tires have really just hooked up a lot. And I don't really expect him to kind of fight. I don't really expect him to kind of be all over us, because I don't know. I just don't really think Hamilton will really get us, because he's under pressure from Perez, and he's got to defend from Perez compared to us, where we don't. So thoughts about that, but we're still gonna get after Alonso there. Once again, we want to get around him though. As we head down. No, we don't. We're gonna back out of that as we're gonna head through Villeneuve and Piratella and Toza. But it just, oh man, it's just a nightmare, I guess you could say, for Hamilton. But he's just kind of just sitting back and just watching this, because you think Hamilton would want P4 in this race, because, you know, I mean, he's got a quicker car compared to us. But you think Perez though, he's probably a bit annoyed, because we technically aren't even supposed to be up here, but we are, because the car is pretty good, and Lando's up here too. So it's like it's hard to judge. But we got DRS, we're gaining, but we can't get close enough. We pulled 1 second away from Hamilton, but Perez now is actually fighting Hamilton. So Hamilton's race has just gotten from, oh, I could have easily gotten P4 to now not. So sucks for him. But as you look at the front, though, Russell is actually getting a little bit on Leclerc, because they're squabbling for position. But once again, a little bit of a snap there once again. But Hamilton now is going to have to get right back around Perez. So his race is probably at this point just getting even more just, well, this is great. Fantastic. He's probably thinking, well, it's over for me, but compared to us, we're just flying on this. We're just flying. The car is really hooked up a lot, but couple laps remaining. 32 or almost lap 30 of 32 now, and 2 laps as we head now. We're gonna head down to the penultimate lap of this race. We got a yellow flag though. That might be for Yuki Tsunoda, one of the Alfa tires. That might be someone. I think that is Tsunoda. So, but we got DRS. So this is the closest we gotten though. This is the closest we gotten to Alonso. So we're gonna have to possibly think about this. Put up the lap of the Grand Prix though. Thinking around on the outside. No, we don't. We're gonna back out of that. We're gonna let him go. But as you can see right there, Leclerc though on the little mini map, Leclerc is under pressure from George Russell. But Perez though, Perez could get closer though. So I'm watching out for Perez a lot. But he's battling Hamilton because he's defending from Hamilton compared to they're trying to get closer to us, but they can't really get close. And we got so much battery that we can dump on this last lap on Alonso. So I want to sit back and let Alonso go because I feel like if he gets DRS the next lap, he's going to shoot right past us. And it's going to be difficult to get around him. So we're going to kind of just sit back. And this is my strategy, to sit back, let Alonso go. Last lap, we send it on him. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the long-term project. So as we head through Varianti Altas, we're going to approach now Ravazza. This is going to be a bit of a challenge for Alonso to see if he can hold on to us, but I'm pretty sure he might, but it's very early to tell. So as we now head down, let's see what Alonso does here. What does he do? Does he play like does he defend too much? I don't know what he's going to do, but I think we're going to get around him, simple as that. DRS combination done around the outside of Alonso. Last lap of the Grand Prix, we're going to get ahead of Alonso. And Alonso could not fight that back. He really had no chance because we just had so much overspeed on him and we dumped our ERS. But once again, last lap of the Grand Prix is going to be very much difficult for Alonso to get close enough. But I don't know how close he's going to get. But look, he's got us a great exit, but he can't get close. So now he's going to have to sit in our dirty air, and then he's going to have to sit back and wait it out. But Perez, though, he's welcoming himself into this battle. So 4 cars could be battling up for P4 here once again. But we're absolutely doing an amazing job on the hard tires as much as we can. We have to defend a lot, but I think we get him. I don't think that they're gonna get close enough because his last shot is heading down through Ravazza. That's his last shot. I don't think he's gonna head through as we head through Aqua Minerale and Varianti Alta. I don't think they'll get close though. But Verstappen has done. He's been pretty quick around Imola. He won last year, and he's gonna win around Imola once again. Verstappen's gonna win the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. He breaks Ferrari's hopes of winning their home race. Leclerc, though, is going to bring it home for P2. He was really under pressure from George Russell there. But once again, head to Ravazza. Well, we've done it, and we're going to secure a P4 finish around Imola. I will take that. Let's go, baby.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So as they climb out of the car, the Red Bull team are ready and waiting to celebrate a thoroughly deserved win. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.
There you go. Verstappen wins, and Leclerc comes on P2, and also Russell P3. But I am very happy with that result. A P4 finish is great because we really have not had. Well, I mean, we've had good pace, but a P4 is really good with this car because I didn't know how we were gonna do, but I'll take that. So I'll very much take that. But we got a good. It's a good result. Valtteri was, I don't know what happened to Valtteri, but he was nowhere. I think he was like P17, so poor Valtteri's gotten killed, but P4, 12 points on the board. I think that clears us now ahead of both the Alpines because Ocon nor Gasly got points, and Gasly really had a stinker today.
this
Um,
instance, I was more impressed
I think
by
actually no,
Max
Alcon was
Verstappen's
supposed to
solid
be up there.
pace
Alcon had an absolute stinker. He started really well and he just fell like a rock. Started 6th and he's just falling like a rock. And yeah, there's Valtteri. Just lost 3 positions. He's just wow. And Oscar Piastri with the DNF. Yuki Tsunoda was actually 4 laps down. I thought Yuki DNF, but I guess not. So, but man, it is a difficult to be there. But and P8 now in the standings ahead of Lando and ahead of Gasly. 20 points on the board. It's going really well so far. We had really good luck around the last 2 races. There's a look at the constructors. 22 points now, ahead of McLaren and ahead of Alpine. So I'll take that very much. But that's all I got in today's video, y'all, around Imola. Pretty good race from our side, but not much we can do as well. And hopefully we got our podium. But that's all I got today, y'all. Have a good rest of your day, y'all. Please like, subscribe. I love you all, and I'll see y'all for Monaco race week. Bye-bye, everyone.